on today's show, we're going to be talking about violent video games, and not just video games, but D&D, Dungeons & Dragons for the uninitiated. And, you know, just the effect that society thinks they have on people. And
upcoming PS4 games.
Upcoming PS4 games.
Because there's some exciting ones coming.
Yeah, I got a bit of a confession.
Oh, what's that?
I don't have a PS4.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yet.
It's not much of a confession.
I'm working on it though. I am saving one up. I'm hoping to have one in like 6 months or so. So if anyone wants to buy me one though, you can. I will very graciously accept it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait. You know, I didn't get a PS4 until it had been out for like 4 years.
PS3, you mean?
PS3. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I had one. Think like less than 2 years after they came out. It was just after me and my wife had got married.
Aww.
And we were walking through Walmart, and I saw some PS3 or Blu-ray discs, and I said to her, "Oh, by the way, I'm slowly saving up for a PS3," and I figured she'd go, "Oh, okay, cool." No, she looks at me, she goes, "Why don't we just buy one now?"
You're like, winner!
That's one thing I love about her.
Yeah.
She doesn't mind the video games, because I do still spend time with her and my daughter. Yeah. That's my preferred way of relaxation when I'm home.
And I think that's important. If you like video games, you need to have a partner who gets that.
Yeah, me and her, we actually do play video games together. We haven't played Minecraft in a while, because Minecraft on PS3, you can have split screen.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it's really fun, and it's safe for our daughter to see. But lately we've been playing Lego Jurassic World, which covers all four Jurassic Park movies.
Are there actually like dinosaurs in there?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can actually control the dinosaurs.
Oh my gosh.
I've only controlled this Triceratops.
Yeah.
But before that we were playing Lego Harry Potter, which we had borrowed from you.
Yeah. I think we're like wildly off topic now though. It's okay.
I don't know, whatever.
It's okay, it's good. We're allowed to make up our own topics.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you guys want to comment below and give us some topics that we can talk about on Play It, I would...
That could go horribly wrong. Do you see videos that people want YouTubers to talk about? Like, horrible games that are scary and horrible and horrible.
Scary and horrible and horrible.
There's this one out there called Honey Pop that all the Let's Players are playing because the people are commenting play it, and it's horrible.
Okay, well...
Anyway,
let's get back to PS4.
Okay.
I will eventually get one because there's so many games that I want to play for. Like Infamous Second Son that came out with it. I love the first two Infamous games.
Yeah, they were good.
Fallout 4.
Yeah, I so want to play Fallout 4.
That's a given.
And you know, on the computer, it's like gigabytes and gigabytes of downloading, and like, I'm not going to spend days downloading a game.
Oh, geez, what was... Fred was telling me about No Man's Sky.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
It's a space...
Space! What?
It's a science fiction game where there's billions of planets.
Oh.
They say, and it's self-generating. So it will like create a planet, and it could have life on it, it could not have life on it. And they say that it's probably going to be impossible that not all of the planets will get explored.
I think there was a game kind of like that. I can't remember the name of it, but you were in space and they were all randomly generating, and it was like you were colonizing. It was horrible. I'm going to find the name and put it in the description. It was a horrible game though, because you would end up with all these planets you couldn't colonize, and they were like, well, this game's over.
No Man's Sky, they're putting a lot of effort into it in that, but one that I'm really looking forward to, like Fallout 4 is definitely a must-buy. When I get a PS4, that's going to be like one of the first ones I buy. And coming out in June, and I didn't realize it was coming out in June until a colleague of mine mentioned it, and that's when he's buying a PS4, is for that game, is Uncharted 4. I cannot wait. I really
like the games, but yeah.
At least you played them.
No, I have, but the reason I'm making that face is because the last one I had kept like I was playing on PS3, and it kept crashing, and it really made me sad.
Well, then I don't know. I had never had that problem,
Yeah.
but I love the games. Like the gameplay was great. The storylines were really well done.
It's Tomb Raider for boys. It's really good though.
Excuse me. Sorry, you guys are gonna have to deal with the coughing because I am asthmatic, which that's kind of nerdy.
This is a nerdy show.
So yeah, so if you see me not talking for a while, it's because I just took this. She can talk. I'm sure she can talk for hours.
Oh, whatever. I probably could, but I'm polite and I let you talk when you need to.
I noticed on one of the shows from last week that it was the D&D one. I did most of the talking.
Yeah, well, it's just because D&D's new to me, and then Beardo was probably just like not wanting to interrupt you because you can talk a lot.
Okay, that's it. I'm out of here.
You just need to take a breath now and then we know we can interrupt.
when I'm talking about something that I enjoy and I'm passionate about, I can go on for a long time.
Yeah, everyone's like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move away from PS4. We will eventually play it. We'll have Beardo on here again sometime. He has a PS4, so he can talk about it. So
Yeah.
he can be our PS4 expert. Like he once said, I'm old school because like I know NES, SNES, those. He's new school, but he's also younger than me.
So what am I? Mid school?
You're the PC elitist.
Okay, I'm the PC elitist. So moving
Except
on.
you're not.
Except no, I'm not. Moving on to violent video games.
Violent video games and like D&D and the effect that society says they have on people.
Yeah. Well.
The most common thing is Grand Theft Auto. There's politicians and other people in the States that seem to think that violent video games like GTA will make you want to go out and kill people and steal cars and do all sorts of that stuff, and I disagree.
No, I do as well, and it's what people are we talking? Are we talking about grown adults? Because generally, grown adults can tell the difference between fantasy and reality.
More to an extent, like, kids and that. Like, I know there has been some cases where adults have said, oh, they did this because of a video game. But, see, to me, it's mental. It's a mental thing. Like, I have bad days, like a lot of people. I get angry. You know what I do when I get angry is I put in a violent video game.
Yeah.
And I get my frustration out on there.
Yep. Because
I'm not going to go and do it in real life because I don't want to get in trouble with the law.
Yeah, it's great stress relief. I know when my brother was young, because I know this is it's normally aimed at children. When my brother was a kid, he was very bullied. And he would come home and he would play his violent games, and that's how he got all his frustration out. He never turned on people because our parents taught us the difference between fantasy and reality.
Exactly. My parents did too. Which, speaking of parents, reminds me of this time me and my mom were in a vehicle. It was when I was a teenager. I was playing Dungeons and Dragons with friends and that, and not in the vehicle.
Right there.
Not obviously. But she goes, I don't know if I like you playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I said to her, well, why? And she goes, well, there's a college kid down in the States that killed his parents because he thought they were monsters. And I said to her, I'm like, Mom, that's a mental thing. That's has nothing to do with D&D.
That is so a mental thing, like.
Because, I mean, I don't look at my parents and think of them as monsters.
Oh, look at their jaw. Like, what?
Yeah, I think the guy that killed his parents thought they were, like, goblins or something.
Yeah, no, that's a mental illness. That has nothing to do with the game.
Exactly. And, like, young kids shouldn't be playing violent video games anyway. No. My daughter is 4 years old, and she hasn't played she watches me play video games, but I play Lego, like games that are appropriate for her to see, like the Lego games and racing games. Because they're not violent. Like, I mean, the Lego games, yes, you do fight guys and they fall to pieces, but it's not blood and guts, and she knows their toys and make
You're teaching her to have an imagination. You're teaching her the difference between fantasy and reality.
Exactly.
But you also know she's not ready for more violence.
Yeah, no, that's not until she's a teenager.
It would probably upset her because she doesn't quite understand the divide yet.
Yeah, exactly. You should see her watching some movies, and
yeah.
sometimes she goes, oh
no.
no. Exactly. It's really quite adorable. But yeah, I just like, and parents, do not buy if your kids are under 18, do not buy the mature games.
No, they're not ready. Well, maybe they are. You know your kid better, but.
But games like, I've seen cases of like 13-year-olds playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah.
That's a little bit too young. Maybe 50.
Well, maybe parents just aren't aware what goes on in these games. You can hire prostitutes in these games.
Yeah.
You really want your kid playing that?
Like, you can go up to someone, rob them, and then bang.
Yeah.
And so, you gotta, like what we were saying, you have to teach your kids the difference between fantasy and reality. Mm-hmm. And if they start getting angry about playing games, then take them away.
Yeah, if you can tell it's frustrating them, if you can tell they're starting to respond negatively, well then you take the game away. They're not ready.
Exactly. And like, when I was younger, I'm sure that my parents would take my games away sometime but I know the difference between fantasy and reality now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing you do.
But saying that, I have to, when I want to just forget about all my troubles, my ultimate game to play is Skyrim.
Oh, me too.
It's such
so
an escapism game.
You just become the character and you lose yourself in that world.
Exactly.
You forget about, people yelling at you, forget about people being rude to you, and you just lose yourself.
Yep, exactly.
Nice. But then, when we're done, we can get up and lead productive lives because we realize it's just a game.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I think that's just about all the time we have for today.
Okay, well, we'll see you in the next video.
Yep, and that's in 2 days.
So, in the future.
Or in the past.